learn about forests, using and protecting. This is geography part. In this chapter, you will learn about what is forest, types of forest, and status of forest in Andhra Pradesh, changes affecting tribal life and impact on forest. Okay. In the first, we'll learn about what is a forest. Different kinds of definitions there. Different people. Some people are afraid about forest, thinking that differently. What is forest? Forest is the abode of wild animals, snakes, insects, dangerous places like deep gorges, cliffs and rocks called as forest. Some members don't have fear and walk around the forest as if it were their home. Do you guess it? And also they are playing in that. Who are the people? Yes, they were tribals. And some people are nearby the forest. Means they are living in that nearby the forest. The forest are the sacred places whose deities are worshipped in that. If you observe that, the forest only the homelands for all animals and other insects and birds, and also mankind. Early human, lifestyle of early human, where it starts, where it began in that early human began their life in forest areas only. Understand? Civilization also started in forest and water available places. Okay. And tribal people, even present day, they are using their forest and also living in that forest. Understand? They get everything from the forest only. Raw materials, what they want, they are collecting from everything from the forest only. Like timber, bamboo, bee leaves, and they are hunting some animals, and also different kind of materials they are collecting from the forest. But they should not disturb that forest, means not destroy. They are using limitedly. And after that, collecting the materials, they sell in the market, and they are collecting some money, and they can purchase some goods. Whatever available, whatever is not available in the forest area, they have to purchase in the nearby the markets by selling their goods to the nearby the towns or cities. Understand it is? And tribal people live in the forest and they are using it is a shelter also. Understand? and also some animals. Forest to graze their forests to graze their animals. What are that animals? Sheep, goat, cows, and some other. Okay. And some members are cultivated in that. Do you know what type of cultivation in that forest area? Yes. Podu cultivation. You already learnt in 6th class. Konavaram village or Konavaram hills. They are doing that. Podu cultivation. What is this Podu cultivation? It is also called as shifting cultivation. What is shifting? Means every time they are shifting their agriculture, shifting from one place to another place. Understand? What is the exact definition? The people clear the forest by cutting or burning. After that, they utilize that land area. When it loses fertility, they can leave their land and they search for new land. This kind of process continuously in their life. Means here you can observe agriculture is shifting from one place to another place. It is called as shifting cultivation or Podu cultivation. Understand it is. And also it is known as jumming cultivation. And some people are forest as the places which can be converted into the fields. Means forest land converted into the fields. Tourist resorts are sometimes constructed dams for storing water. Many uses are there. Many uses. Understand it is. What are available in the forest? What consists forest? You can see here trees, plants, grasses, birds, insects, animals, fishes, and countless beings thrive in and use the forest. Answer this question personally. Avoid destroying trees unnecessarily. Be careful with matches and cigarette butts. Recycle material obtained from the forest. Most of the folk tales and Puranas and some stories repeatedly mention the forests only. The story starts from the forest. You know that, and ask your elders or parents. Once there was a forest, the story starts from this world. Can you remember it? Yes. You can also collect such kind of stories. Already we learnt that many forests are sacred and are worshipped by the people. Some forests are famous as the abode of some gods and goddesses. Some stories also there. Understand? Now, some definitions regarding the forest. Already we discussed that Already we discussed one definition. Forest is the abode of wild animals, snakes, insects, and dangerous plants. Already we discussed that forest is the abode of wild animals, snakes, insects, and dangerous places like deep gorges, cliffs, and rocks, all together called as a forest. So many definitions are there. Some of them, if you know, you can say. Understand? Just you think it. A large tract of land stretching several kilometers in length and breadth. It is also called as forest. Considerable biodiversity, where many kinds of plants and animals live and breed naturally without interference. This is also known as forest. Understand it is? Do you know where the forests are not found? Means not appear. Forests do not grow in the Arctic and snow covered areas like Himalayas and sandy rocky deserts, sandy seacoast areas. These places are not found forest areas. Understand? Where do forests grow? Means if you see this answer is difficult to answer this question. Understand? Several thousands years ago, forest grew almost everywhere where there was soil, sunshine, and rain. Understand? But if you see now, the forests are not appearing. The percentage of forest in our state and in our country, it has been decreasing position. Why? Why decreasing it is? Initially, there is no development is there. Gradually, population increasing, their needs. That's why they're doing different kinds of activities, agriculture purpose, and living in the villages and towns, and forests were cut down for agriculture, mines, plantations, industries, and collect oil. Different kinds of activities they are doing. That's why the forest has been decreasing position. Understand? And if you see different kinds of forest are there, what is the main criteria to classify that forest? Mainly classify them on the basis of dense, means how dense or sparse the vegetation is. Understand? See some forest, dense forest there, open scrub forests there, degraded forests, marshy lands, different kinds of forest are found in that. Understand? Different kinds of trees are grown in the places where have a particular climate and rainfall, temperature, and cycle of dry, wet, and hot months. Depending on the different kinds of trees are grown, depending on the climate conditions. Like trees like coniferous trees, like pine, will only grow in the very cold climate conditions, mostly some snowfall. Like trees grow in regions of moderate rainfall and warm temperatures. Understand? And mostly the density of the forest will also depending upon the nature of rainfall and temperature. Understand? Let us learn about some main kinds of the forest. What are that? Evergreen forest, deciduous forest, thorny forest, and littoral forest. Littoral means here sea coast. Littoral and swampy forest there. Understand? మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.